Best landing spot for Kyrie, Dame, and Harden in the offseason. Um, Kyrie, it should be an unrestricted free agent this summer. Dame isn't, but it's been some talks and rumors about Portland trading him. Um, and then James is a free agent. Um, Starting with Kyrie, I don't think that the Dallas Mavericks would be advisable place for him to stay. I think that the duo between him and Luca proved to be, a situation where they could score the ball at a high level together while they're on the floor. But I don't think it's necessarily a matter of do they necessarily complement each other's games. They both are very ball dominant players to be effective. They're not necessarily great off the ball. I think Kyrie can be good off the ball, but he's not great off the ball. Um, and I think um, Kyrie would be better off. I think the Lakers would be a great spot for him. Reuniting with LeBron, and with being teammates with LeBron and AD and him, and I think it would be a good, big three type of thing. Um, Him going to Miami, you know, him and Jimmy have a pretty solid relationship. They play Team USA. Um, I think, without any, quote unquote media distraction, they can be, it'd be a good spot for him. Um, Phoenix reconnecting with KD, being teammates with Devin Booker, I think would be a good spot. Um, and then if in Philly, if James doesn't decide to leave, him pairing teammates with Joel Embiid, I think would be a good would be a good look, a good spot. So I think Kyrie got some spots that I think personally would be good for him, be contending type of situation. Um, Comes Dame, um, I think obviously he's expressed before. I think Miami would be a great situation for Dame. Him, he's already expressed. He has a solid relationship. Pretty him and Bam are cool. They have a relationship, and he likes his game. Um, I believe him and Jimmy Butler kind of come from that. They're tough players. Um, come from like that same type of cloth, so to speak. I think that would be a great you know pickup for Miami Heat. Um, I think um, if situation happens where James leaves for Philadelphia, I think be a pair of teammates with Joel Embiid. Great parent. Um, you know, Going to the Lakers, being paired, being paired with LeBron and AD. Great pickup. Um, so these spots I think would be uh, great for um, Dame in terms of you know being in a position where he can contend for a championship. Because I know that's the primary thing he wants at this late of his career to be able to contend for a championship. He's achieved most of the individual accolades and things of that nature. I think the main thing for him is just to win a championship. So yeah, then I think when it comes to James Harden, I don't think it would be a bad situation for him to stay in Philadelphia. You paired with Joel Embiid, just recently won a championship. I mean, it's a championship, won the MVP. Uh, got a nice, supporting cast and Tyrese Maxey, Harris. You got some pieces, and so I think maybe you add some pieces in the offseason, maybe free agency that could help with the roster. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think, for him, if he wants to contend for a championship, man, staying in Philly would be a pretty good option. I think going to Phoenix, reconnecting with KD, um, and being teammates with Devin Booker, great three, um, having KD on your wing, Devin Booker on your wing, and James being the primary facilitator. He just led the league in assists with Joel Embiid. Imagine what he could do with Devin Booker and KD. Being on the same floor. So I think it would be a good match for them. Uh, I think that's the most appealing situation for James. Uh, and if he's not really wanting to compete for a championship, he goes to Houston. There's already been talks about that potentially. Um, it would be a situation you really wouldn't be contending for a championship. Just kind of wanting to be able to have kind of like the freedom, to kind of have that green light in terms of what he wants to do offensively. Um, potentially be able to groom the next level, their young talent. But, you know, James is a ball dominant player, so I don't know how that would work. But, there has been expressed interest for both sides to come and reconnect. So, yeah, that's my opinion on these guys and what I think would be the best situation for them to land in terms of uh, the offseason and their NBA teams. So,